like my birthday party all over again. Remember?
No?
Yeah, because you weren't invited.
Good morning. Welcome to.
You were supposed to say that exact sentence so I can say that exact sentence.
Hello.
And
welcome to the Everything and More Etc. podcast. We're your hosts, Jake and Adam. Wow. And Jeremy the dinosaur.
Yes.
That was fun. Yes. Wow. Loud. Very loud. Good thing it's in the morning. Roar.
Wow.
So we have a podcast that you are listening to, and we kind of review different things. So the first season is all about animation, mostly for children, but in this particular case, not.
Yeah.
We are talking about Archer, which is a very long-running adult animated series for adults.
Which is why it has an overarching plot.
I mean, sometimes it does. So I really like this show. It's one of my favorites. I watched it multiple times, and I thought Jake could watch it. Is it really adult? Yeah, there are some adult moments. And maybe let's talk about the overarching plot a little bit.
Overarching plot.
So there are a bunch of characters, and they work for a spy organization named ISIS. And fun fact, or maybe not so fun fact, that in the real world, so this show has been on a long time, but when they started, ISIS wasn't a terrorist group. So they started the show, and then ISIS was a terrorist group, and they had to change the name of the organization in the show because it's not the terrorist group. So anyway, they run a weird kind of private, it's a private company, but it's also a spy organization, and they're trying to survive like that. So there's different agents. So there's Mallory, who is the owner and operator of the organization, and then you have her son Sterling Archer, who is the world's best spy, but also a highly functioning alcoholic. He has ex Lana Kane, who's badass kind of character, and then there's office characters, but eventually they become spies as well. So that would be Pam, who's the HR person in the beginning, very big lady. Cheryl or Carol or Charlene, she always changes her name. Crystal, yeah, she's very unique, and she gets worse during the she gets worse during the run of the show. There's Cyril, who starts out as an accountant, but then he becomes an agent, and he's very clingy in the beginning, and nobody likes him.
What do you mean nobody likes him?
Nobody likes him.
Why doesn't anybody like him?
Because of his boring personality. They all have exciting personalities. And then, and then later more people like him, and Archer's just the one who doesn't like him. And then there's Ray, who's another agent, but is gay, so people make fun of that. And then they have different adventures with different agents who come and go. That's the basic plot, but as it goes along, there's other things that happen, because it's kind of boring to have the same sort of plot all the time. So Archer eventually gets shot, and he's in a coma, and then so he's imagining all of these different seasons. One season they're in World War II, one season they're in the 80s, one season they're in space. So yeah, and then he wakes up from the coma, and then there's a couple of regular seasons of them doing stuff, and then
So it was the first season in the coma? I still don't understand.
No, the first season is the regular world, and then around season 4 he gets shot. So everything after season 4 is kind of like...
He gets shot in season 1 twice.
Oh, he gets shot a lot, but this time he's like shot in the head, and he's like in a pool, and like there's a question if he's dying or not. Yeah. So, yeah, there's... that's kind of creative. What did you think about the show?
I did not watch all of it. I watched like, what?
Maybe about half the first season, and then when we picked some of the best episodes to watch.
Less than half of the first season.
Mm-hmm.
It was funny. And yes. I don't have a lot of opinions.
Yeah, though it's very funny. It's maybe not directed towards people his age, but honestly, I think you've watched much worse that you made me watch. In terms of adult content, I would say.
Yes.
Like Hell of a Boss is worse in terms of jokes about sex and stuff, and that's on YouTube, which is crazy. I don't know how that happens. What did you think about Archer, the character of Archer?
The character of Archer, he's not nice.
No? So why isn't he nice?
Because his mother doesn't love him.
Well, pretty much. Pretty much. So who is your favorite character and who is your least favorite character?
My favorite character is that toaster. The
The toaster. Milton. They have like an electronic automated toaster thing. Because we watched the episode where they get stuck in the elevator and they go feral, I would say, at the end of it. Your least favorite character?
You know that character.
Bless you. Which?
The sneeze.
The sneeze?
The sneeze. No, I don't know. Archer trivia.
Yeah, so we were gonna do this thing where we had like negative reviews, and I don't think this is gonna be a rage thing for him because he just watched not a lot of it, but I really like this. This is like one of those shows that I like watch again and again and again.
Because he watched every time a new season came out, he watched the entire thing and then the new season.
Yes. Oh, and here's the story, the plot line, which is a better summation, I guess. An international spy agency, an international spy agency. Oh, maybe I'll pause while.
No, pause.
No, you're gonna blow your nose. Don't blow. So I just prevented Jake from blowing his nose on air. Oh, he's going again.
Rah, Jeremy the dinosaur.
The Linosaur?
The dinosaur.
And they're gonna be so confused because I started in the middle of a sentence and then you like ran away to blow your nose 2 times and then you had a candy and then you came back with like Jeremy the Linosaur.
The dinosaur.
You said Linosaur.
I didn't say dinosaur.
You said Linosaur.
You heard dinosaur.
Because you said it.
I didn't say dinosaur, I said dinosaur.
Anyway,
What?
here is
I said dinosaur? No, I didn't. I know what I said.
You said Linosaur.
You heard it very wrong.
Do you want me to go back?
Yes.
So we had a big argument about whether he said Linosaur or dinosaur, and he did not say dinosaur, that's for sure.
I did. Go back, guys.
Now, yeah, we're the podcast that promises not to gaslight you, but we gaslight you all the time. Okay, back to the summary of the whole thing. I was reading it when I was interrupted. At an international spy agency, global crises are merely opportunities for highly trained employees to confuse, undermine, betray, and totally screw with one another. Yeah, basically, that's it. I'm not going to read the whole thing. So
Don't miss one. Oh, this one.
yeah, that's the positive reviews. So that's
This
how
is
you get ants. Yeah, it has a lot of. Well, I'll tell you what I like about it in a moment, but sort by review rating.
I've watched season 5.
Well, okay, here's some random bad reviews. It's so annoying. This is one of the worst shows I have ever had the displeasure of watching. All the characters are annoying and stupid. All they do is yell at each other the entire show and do stupid things that make no sense. I wish it never came into my life.
I just don't get it.
Yeah, that's more complicated.
But if you have Archer never watch season 5, what happens in season 5?
Oh, that's when the coma starts happening and it changes the plot. But the same characters. And then here's another great one. I was hoping for a new Family Guy. I love Family Guy, but I was looking for something new to watch. With Archer being referenced a couple of times and the reviews being so good, I thought I'd try it. But it's just Aisha Tyler yelling in every episode. I don't mind the silly rest, but the yelling got annoying fast. I gave it a fair try with 9 episodes, but I can't binge watch fighting and yelling. I'm gonna be a little bit uncharitable and say that if your favorite show is Family Guy, you're not gonna like this show because Family Guy is a bit dumb.
Dumb.
The jokes are really dumb and very superficial, and there's lots of them. And I really like the the creator of Family Guy, Seth. What's his name? Seth Farland. He created one of the greatest sci-fi shows of recent times, called what is that called?
I don't know.
Anyway, it's kind of like a modern version of Star Trek that the modern versions of Star Trek don't do. So I really like him, but Family Guy is just so dumb. It's like just joke. And this is more like characters who make jokes that are appropriate to themselves. So I think it's a bit more intelligent than Family Guy. And the other one, that it's just so annoying that they yell at each other all the time. But I don't know. Did you find the yelling annoying?
No, I don't even remember them yelling.
Yeah, they yell a lot, but of course they do really stupid things too. So why wouldn't you yell at each other? I don't really get that one. Yeah. What did you think about the animation?
It was okay. It was just animation.
It was just animation.
I
Yeah.
call it animation. It's just animation.
Well, no. I think there's a bigger story. I'm getting help from Uncle Google at the moment.
Google.
Oh, so basically, it has kind of a unique animation style, where, according to my 2-second research, it's 3D rendering, and then they paint over it in Photoshop. Oh, okay. It's a lot. 4 points. So the background is 3D stills. The moving things are 3D Studio Max, and the characters. Okay, so they draw the animation. What?
Adobe Flash.
Yeah.
RIP. No, that's because Adobe Flash died. That's not the actual name.
Well, yeah. It seems like it's a really complicated process to make the animation because it has the kind of style of 1960s sort of spy comics and cartoons, but in a modern setting with modern jokes. So the thing that I really like about it is that the jokes are funny the first time you hear them, and then they're funny when you hear them again and again and again. So
Again!
yeah, the jokes don't get stale after a while, and there's more things that you can discover. And it's not a realistic show by any stretch of the imagination, but there's lots of realistic parts to it. if a character shoots a gun next to another character's ear, they can't hear anything for 5 minutes because that's really what would happen if you got a gunshot next to your ear. Then it's not so much in the beginning. Well, actually, we watched the beginning episode where, for whatever reason, Archer's mother sends him to some mission where he has to try and recover a special tape what his mother doesn't want being known to the public. So he's basically pretending to be a gay guy, and he wants this gay guy to like fall in love with him or whatever, or maybe not love, but go back to his room with him. And he's not being very successful, but there's like a shootout at the end, and the Ramon is the agent.
He was trying to seduce him.
Yeah, so he's trying to seduce Ramon, and then Ramon was trying to seduce him, but that's not the point of my story. The point of my story is that Archer just wildly shoots a bunch of bullets, and Ramon says, "Oh, you idiot, why?" And Archer says something about destroying the apartment, and he's like, No, you're out of bullets, we're out of bullets now. So later in the show, Archer always counts the number of bullets. So, and he knows like different guns and stuff. So when he gets shot, he knows like they're out of bullets or he's out of bullets. It's really these are like ridiculous characters, but they have personalities and traits that make a lot of sense. So, in my opinion, I think it's one of the best animated shows of all time. But I don't think other people really think that way because it doesn't appear on any of the lists of the best animated shows of all time, which is crazy because some of the things on there are like not good in my opinion. Like
what?
I mean, it depends on the list, but DuckTales or Chippendales Rescue Rangers.
But that was like a weird list that you were looking at.
Yeah, I think the first list that I found was
Oh
no, you broke the label!
Oh
Of my toy!
I'm sorry!
It's okay.
Do you need it?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Are you sure?
Well, I think I'll probably just give it to your kids if you have kids, so I don't think they need the label. I have these like cool, well, I think they're cool. They're like dinosaur toys. And he's playing with, it's from Schlech or whatever.
Schlech?
Yeah, high quality dinosaur toys from Germany.
Exclusive.
And it's a collector's item, apparently.
Yeah, this is exclusive black dinosaur.
Yes. So, anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so I found these two lists of the greatest animated shows of all time, and one list was clearly made by somebody my age, because it had a lot of things from the 80s in it, like Voltron, like Thundercats. Like Thundercats was on that list, which is crazy because...
Thundercats are on the move, Thundercats are loose.
Wow! Yeah, so it's a bit crazy because if you know anything about the Thundercats, if you actually watched it, it's not that great. Animation is good, but yeah.
Mumra.
Now you're confusing Ramma, and no one says Mumra.
I say Mumra.
That's Ramma.
That's Mumra.
Yeah, so I like it. I think it doesn't really have, even though it's called Archer, it doesn't usually have an overarching plot except for the last episodes.
Arching plot.
Yeah, and there's lots of surprisingly emotional moments in it. Like, there's this, well, can you remember what happens in the episode where he has cancer?
He shoots a gun. With the Ruth.
Yeah.
She dies.
Maybe explain it a bit more?
He meets this woman who has cancer when he was getting prescriptions, and then it turns out that he got like sugar basically for his cancer medication. So he needs to, in this episode, find someone that was changing the cancer medication into candy and defeat them, but he was getting really high and he was talking to Ruth basically in his hallucinations.
Yeah, from medical marijuana because it helps with the symptoms. Yeah, so that is a great episode because it kind of shows everything connected to Archer, which is great. Like the over-the-top comedic violence, the funny jokes, but the seriousness as well, because Archer has breast cancer in this, and there's like a few episodes where he has cancer. And as Jake said, he discovers that the drugs are not real drugs, and he made this friend who was also being treated, and she dies. So he goes on a rampage. What does he call it? Terms of enrampagement?
Yes.
Or something, but he doesn't like the title because obviously bad title. But he makes like this video of him rampaging, and he's pretty brutal. He shoots a bunch of people during this rampage, and at the end he finds the final boss, and the final boss is like, "Oh, you're not gonna kill me because you're a good person, and I don't have any weapons." And he's like, "Goodbye, Archer." And then Archer says to the guy, "Did you watch Regis this morning?" I'll come back to why that's important, but he says, "Did you watch Regis this morning?" And the guy goes, yeah, it was good. And then he turns around and there's like this like close-up of his face, which is like sadness and sore from the cancer and everything.
I thought that was because he was high.
No, I mean,
I thought
a little
that was
bit.
because his eyes were like that.
Well, more from the sadness than the highness. So then he shoots the guy, and of course that he makes all of his friends, when he recovers from cancer, watch this again and again because it's an awesome moment. But so why that was important about the Regis thing is because Ruth said that she would watch Regis in the morning and it would help her get through the day, but she's dead and the guy can watch Regis, but his friend can't, so he murders the bad guy. But there's all these like emotional moments in the show. There's another show where for some reason he falls in love with a killer android. This killer android has been programmed to assassinate him, and he like literally falls in love with this person, this android, and he tries to like have a normal relationship with her after a while. And then there's a scene in the car where they're like, I think it's from another movie, but they're just, he's gotten everything he wants, and then they're sitting in the car and they don't have anything to talk about.
Oh.
Because she's a killer android and he's a person, so they don't have any connection really. Very, very moving. Yeah, so would you like to be a spy?
No.
Why not?
Why would I?
Well, I mean, what are the disadvantages of being a spy? In your opinion?
What are the advantages of being a spy?
Well, money.
That's the only advantage.
So what are the disadvantages then?
You're spying on people without their consent.
Okay, but is that the biggest disadvantage?
Killing people.
Okay. Yeah. I think most spies actually don't kill people, though.
But the ISS does.
Yes, they do. When they go on rampages and stuff.
In terms of enrampagement.
Enrampagement, yeah. So as I said, I could watch this show again and again, and I think I've probably watched it.
Again. Again.
Jokes which will not be funny in 3 months. Or
That
a year.
thinks Marvel Rivals will be dead in 3 months.
Maybe not 3 months, but I don't think it has a lot of life. Because, well, a bit of a digression, because Marvel Rivals it's not like even Fortnite where you could play and play and play and play and play. Like, the play styles are the same all the time. So it's really popular now, but unless they make it different.
What do you mean by that?
You know, unless they change things up, because either you're fighting or you're like trying to move this vehicle. Like,
Yeah. So, that's the point of the game.
yeah, but I just mean the point of the game is not interesting.
There's multiple games where the point is exactly that.
Moving a vehicle?
I think it's mainly Overwatch, but
Oh,
I think there's other games like that.
yeah, because apparently this is Overwatch. But back to my...
This isn't Overwatch, it's Marvel Rivals.
But you said it's very like Overwatch.
Yeah, it's similar. I
So, anyway, as I was saying, I could watch this again and again. I think I watched it about 8 times. So, is there a show you watched again and again, or the
again
show?
and again.
The show you?
Phineas and Ferb.
How many times do you think you've watched it?
Like twice when I was younger, then at least like once, and then like a second time, and yeah,
About 4 times.
about 4 times.
So you have to beat my record of 8 times. Yeah, so this show I really like. I could do that again. And the other show, we're not going to probably... Well, maybe we'll have a sitcom season. We'll see. But the other one is Brooklyn Nine-Nine. It's just really funny. Unless the last season's not so funny. But the rest are really funny. So, of the shows we watched for this...
I need to make a list again.
No, like, which one do you think you could watch again? Like,
Gravity Falls. Arcane. I don't know if I want to watch Star Versus again. I would have to survive season 4 somehow.
yeah, I don't think I could watch. So, Thundercats, no. Star Versus, no. Arcane, no.
Thundercats, ho!
Ranma, 1.5, yeah, I could watch it a bunch of times. Gravity Falls, probably not.
What?
Just because, like, the reason I watch things... Oh, can I get philosophical?
Sure, it's our podcast.
Yeah, we're filling the episode because, you know, it's another one of those episodes where we don't have a lot to say about the topic. Because I have a lot to say, but Jake doesn't, because obviously he hasn't watched it 8 times.
Yeah.
I think I watched things again and again because it makes me feel good, and the reason it makes me feel good is because I still find the jokes funny. And with Gravity Falls, like, it's not about the jokes, right?
It's about the story.
It's about the story,
But it
yeah.
also has funny jokes.
Yeah, but I think that they wouldn't be funny if I watched them again and again.
They would, because you would forget them.
Maybe.
Anything's legal if the cops aren't around.
Yeah, I think Stan would really fit in, Grunkle Stan would really fit in the world of Archer. He would be, oh, I should have showed you the Bob's Burgers episode. Oh well, too late. Yeah, because we mentioned the same voice actor is in Bob's Burgers and in Archer, and the same voice actor is in Bob's Burgers and in Gravity Falls. So it would have been good if you could actually see the same voice, but I completely forgot about it. Oh well. Yeah.
I think I could watch Arcane and Gravity Falls and...
I think Arcane would just frustrate me. Because I know what happens in the second season. Yeah, so We have, in this season, we have 4 more shows to do. We have Voltron, and I don't know how we're going to do that. I think we'll have like a couple of episodes in the original and a couple of episodes in the reboot, because honestly, the reboot is better. You wanted to change that. Do you want to do Hell of a Boss instead of Steven?
I was thinking maybe possibly Gumball instead of Steven Universe.
Yeah, Gumball's okay. And then Transformers. Well, Transformers is also interesting because there's so many different series, so it would be good to get like a different overview and not just the original. Or we could just watch the original movie and then a couple of the other series. Because I think Transformers, weirdly, is the only one that we both grew up with.
Maybe, I don't know, I watched some Transformers.
Yeah, when you were younger, there was like Transformers Rescue Bot. And
Rescue Bot?
yeah, it was like, you had this helicopter thing.
Yeah, I know, I still have that somewhere.
And then there was a different series, I forgot what it was called.
Transformers? Wasn't that like Autobots or something?
Well, Transformers are Autobots.
Wasn't there two like there's like a Transformer knockoff that was relatively popular that was competing with Transformers?
Yeah, when I was a lad, that was called GoBots. But not when you were young. GoBots died because they weren't as popular.
I thought there was Transformers and Autobots.
No, the Transformers are Autobots.
And there was like
Autobots roll out.
Optimus Prime and Bumblebee, those were the Transformers, and then the like helicopters and I don't know, firefighting trucks were the Autobots.
No. But there was another series that was popular when you were, I think it was Transformers Prime?
Mm-hmm.
When you were young. So yeah, Transformers is one of those things, I think it's because it's connected to toys. So it never really went away. So yeah, and then we'll do the Owl House. So it will either be Gumball, Hell of a Boss, or the Owl House. I mean, we're doing the Owl House definitely, but number 8 is up for debate.
Number 8 is up for debate. Yeah.
Okay.
Number 8 is up for debate. Oh.
I let him go because he really can beatbox. But he has beatbox lessons.
But that wasn't really great beatbox.
I mean, it's better than most people could do just randomly. Don't sell your shelf short, man. Your shelf short. Don't sell yourself short.
I haven't trained in like 5 months. No, not 5 months.
A while.
I'm
stretching. Yes, I know I'm stretching this episode, but you know, it's also a chance to hang out together.
Yes.
You know?
But we're already here and we are hanging out together.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but one thing, it's not connected to Archer, but I'll probably forget during the Transformers episode, is Jake was doing some things.
Some things?
Yesterday.
What things? What things?
Do I have to be so specific?
Taking a bath?
It sounded much worse. Jake was doing some things, some dangerous things. Yeah, he was having a bath yesterday, and so I was watching some YouTube, and I found recommended to me, it was like 10 series or cartoons you don't remember from the 80s. And I was shocked that there are like these, because if you speak to people like me who are as old as I am, we'll remember things like Thundercats, we'll remember Voltron, we'll remember Transformers. But there were all of these other things that existed and maybe they weren't as popular. So they were talking about like, I don't know, tiger sharks, which were these people who transformed into aquatic creatures. And they were there was this kind of interactive thing in the 80s called, what was that called? Power bots or something, and you could get this gun and you could shoot at the bad guy. And I remember really wanting that and thinking it was kind of sad at the same time. I don't know why I thought it was sad. But I didn't really think about that until I saw the YouTube video. So I'm wondering, like, what things do you think you will forget? Like, what pop culture do you think you'll forget from your childhood? I mean, he's almost 13, so childhood is almost officially over.
Oh no!
I know, dramatic. Dramatic.
War cry. That wasn't my war cry. I have multiple.
I mean, it's a hard question because it's like...
I don't know, maybe I already forgot some and I can't remember them, so I can't tell you what I will forget.
You know what I think one...
You would have to ask me what you think I'll forget, do you think?
I think one thing that's already been forgotten that was super big when you were young is... what's that called? With the horses?
What? Oh, My Little Pony.
My Little Pony, yeah.
I won't forget My Little Pony, but I don't think about it because I've only watched it like on TV 2 times.
Not 2 times. You and your sister used to watch it all the time. And it used to be so big that there were guys who were obsessed with My Little Ponies and they went to conventions. And I think people are not going to remember it. That's interesting. Why? I don't know.
I might not remember.
Just became popular and then not so popular. Alright, I think I've stretched out this as far as I possibly can.
Now it's time for me to stretch it out. We haven't even hit 40 minutes yet. We gotta hit...
Well, do you have more we could
hour?
talk about?
Is there a villain in Archer?
Is there a villain in Archer? There's not one villain. Usually it's like... Actually, I would say the villains are the characters themselves.
The villain's Archer.
Yeah, because they don't make good choices in their lives, so they have to face the consequences of that.
What about Zero?
No, he's not a villain. Yeah, and some of the best comedic lines have come from this show, I would say. And if you've ever heard somebody say phrasing, it's from that show. But Cyril has this thing called suppressing fire, so he'll just like randomly shoot and not aim. When he's yeah, it's funny. But he's not a bad person. Yeah, and maybe I can tell you a fact about one of the characters, and you can try and find which character it is. So, one of them, her parents are super, super rich. Like one of the richest people in the world.
Crystal.
Yes.
Cheryl.
Yeah. Yeah, it comes out that
Carol.
like
Beryl.
Yeah, it comes out that she doesn't have to have a job at all, and she just wandered there some time, and then there's some controversy between her and her brother because her brother is actually a normal person and can think, and he wants all the money. Something else that came to my mind, but I forgot what it was, but yeah. Can you stretch some more? Probably not.
We could make us talk about something else.
We could make us talk about something else.
We could stretch the podcast by talking about something else.
Like what?
Completely.
Like just
Like
stop talking about Archer and start talking about birds.
Sure.
Suddenly, bird podcast.
Bird podcast.
I think.
Did you know that crows and magpies are some of the smartest birds in the world?
I did know that, yes. Did you know that crows will... So, for example, if there's cats around, there's a video of this, and they do this with other animals too, is that they will like sneak up and they'll pull a cat's tail and the cat will think it's another cat, and then the cats will start fighting, and they won't pay attention to the birds.
Yeah, you told me that, so I know.
Fascinating.
Utterly,
Okay.
utterly fascinating.
Yeah, it's not about Archer. All right, so I think we don't have a bird.
We should have
Birding.
a episodely bird fact.
An episodely bird fact, a bird fact per episode.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe, because I actually like bird watching. I know it's boring, but it's interesting. But okay, I think we have stretched this enough, and maybe I'll put in some funny jokes from Archer, and that will make it longer and better for the audience, but we'll see. Oh yeah, one thing we didn't talk about that we officially did yesterday is we created a Patreon.
Right.
So, it's $5 per month if you want to support this awesomeness.
This awesomeness.
Yes.
You will be called Money Muffins. Sorry.
Yes. Money Muffins, sorry. Yes, that was our first idea. It's $5. We only have one tier, $5 per month. Every month, all the money will go to expenses and making the podcast better. And if there's anything else, it goes to him, because this is his podcast. I'm just along for the ride.
Yes. Is it? It's our podcast.
Yeah, it was your idea.
Yeah. It was.
Yes. All right, so we plugged the Patreon. We talked a bit about Archer. Oh, we didn't even... Well, I think it's kind of obvious, but I would definitely recommend Archer. I would say 10 out of 10, no notes. What about you?
I don't know, I only watched like 6 episodes.
But out of the 6 that you
Or
watched...
like 9, I don't know. I would say, I mean, since I would like to watch more, I guess it's a good show. Or just an addictive show.
Yeah, maybe it is just an addictive show rather than a good show, but that's another philosophical and more, to get more and more angry.
That's not a healthy addiction.
No.
Although not a lot of addictions are healthy.
True. So it's an addictive show. What would you rate it out of what you saw? Out of 10?
8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. So 10 out of 10 and 8 out of 10. There you go, folks. Archer, really not for kids, but if you're an older kid, I think you can watch it. No problem. It's available.
Yes, I'm such an older kid.
Yeah, you're officially...
I'm
On
not-
Sunday, you'll officially no longer be a child. You'll be
now
a
they know
teen.
my birthday. We didn't tell you anything.
Well, they don't know when Sunday was or will be. Maybe it never will be. Maybe... Oh, yeah, they don't know when it is. We don't know when... They don't know when we release this.
Yeah, but maybe they'll like... Maybe there's some spy that is listening to this and they will check the sound frequency for the air that is here that only happens on this specific day.
Yeah, but then they would know... They would have to know our location, which we have never said to them.
Never.
Never.
Never. We never said our location. Never.
Yeah. Well...
We're gaslighting you.
No,
Deal
we
with it.
never gaslight them. We are like the 100% gaslighting
Gaslight
free podcast. All right, I think we're done. So, thanks for your attention and tune in. Oh, wait, I did say that, but tune in to the next episode, which will be some version of Voltron. Yes,
Yes.
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 Okay, I've been Adam, and he's been...
Jake.
Bye-bye.
Ah!